Welcome back to my channel. Let's smile to solve problems. Today is the lecture 5 where we will be covering the concept that is what is biological classification. You may be clearly thinking upon this that what does this term biological classification means. So let me make it a little bit clearer to you. That is biological, that means bio, that means living organism. When this living organism is categorized into segments is known as this biological classification. Now let's understand this particular phrase, that is classification of organisms is as old as man. Why did I say this? So in simple terms, if we assume, then people always have a natural tendency of what? Natural tendency of making assumptions based on the similarities and differences. So the idea of putting similar things into groups or categories is something that humans have been doing instinctively for a long period of time, though they don't even know how this formal study of biological had been done. So now you will be thinking, who shall be given this credit? So the credit goes to this person named as Ernst Mayr. According to him, let's see the text here. According to him, the arrangement of entities. Now, entities basically means level. In a hierarchical series of nested classes in which similar or related classes at one hierarchical level are combined comprehensively into more classes at the next higher level can be designated as biological classification. Too boring, can't be understood. I can completely relate to you. I also not even understanding what these terms and what this particular sentence mean. Let's understand, like we have a family tree. Okay, this is my family tree. Okay, and this will be categorized into other categories. Then this category will again be categorized into smaller versions. So the first one is a broad category. So like it's our grandfather. Then comes our parents, right? Then come we. So that is what he meant to say. He had provided a series of nested classes. That means he knows that there are a series of classes which is being segregated with similarities and which is segregated with dissimilarities. Where similarities of the living organism who were similar, they were kept in one class. The one who were not much similar, they are kept in another class. That is what he meant to say with this biological classification statement. Now, what are the objectives of the biological classification? There are three basic objectives, that is uniqueness, universality, and stability. Now, you may be thinking what this basically means. When this classification was made, so there were used some name. So the name should be unique. So each name should be unique. Universality means wait, before going with universality, let's understand the uniqueness. Like if my name is Anita or Rohit, something like that, so my name is unique, right? Or like our PAN card is unique for all. Universality means basically our name is in English, so there the classification is done in Latin language. So that means a single language, that is Latin, for naming the species will be used. And stability means that the nomenclature which they will be using for naming must not get modified with time, or else we will get confused, right? So I hope you understand the basic concept of what is biological classification. Now let's move ahead and understand the next aspect, the categories part. So here also we will be knowing about the hierarchical system of biological classification. What system? Hierarchical system. That means there will be a level. So basically let's understand the definition first. So it is a series of different classification ranks. So now ranks we all know, like first, second, third. So similarly there are ranks given to a classification. Series means like we watch web series, there are series 1, series 2, so there are step by step going. Similarly, it's a series of different classification ranks. So there are major 2 points we shall note, that the categories which will be arranged will be in descending order. That means the highest category will be above and the lowest category will be down. Another major fact you can see, you shall know, that there are over 1.6 million species of biological organisms which have been collected and have been identified and categorized based on that. So you can write this part as a fact or a point to note to classify or to state something during your examination. So try to make your notes as we move forward with the video. So I am trying to explain you in very much detail. So the video may be long enough, but you will understand all each aspect of the thing what I wanted to tell you. Okay. So now let's move on and see. So the next thing we will be seeing right now is the hierarchies. That means what are the steps. So there are total of 7 categories. That means 7 levels. So first, before moving forward with the 7 categories, first let's understand 2 main concepts, that is life and domain. Now basically life is a general term. This is a general term referring to a condition that distinguishes living organisms from the inanimate objects. That means such as growth, reproduction, response to stimuli, all those things you can understand. Like life means, like I am a person, so I will be a human. So I have a name, right? So that name will be my life. Now domain will be, depends on different types of domains. So there are 3 types of basic domains which we have, which is bacteria. One is bacteria. One is archaea. Another is eukarya. So these are the different domain. Domain is a hierarchical level of category in the classification of living organisms. Okay. Now let's move and understand the next 7 categories. So first is kingdom, then comes phylum, then comes class, then comes order, then family, then genus, and then species. Okay, these are the 7 categories. Now each of these level is known as what? Each of this level is known as taxon. That means kingdom, phylum, class, one each is known as taxon, and in plural we state it as taxa. Okay, and as I told it, the categories will be in descending order. So the highest taxon is kingdom and the lowest taxon is species. Now who gave these particular 7 taxa? So this 7 taxa was recognized by a person named as Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, Carolus Linnaeus. Clear enough? These are the 7 categories. Now I will be providing you with a trick to remember these 7 categories. So let's see what is the trick. Okay. So let's see the trick. So beforehand, let's see all the points: life, domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Now how to remember this thing? Too tough? So now it's the trick time. So you will be remembering like a person, a dosa king is there. So he is known as Long Dosa King. So we covered 3, that is life, domain, kingdom. Then we are having a chess. So he play chess. So we covered phylum and class. Now the last 4. So we have a stool here. On fine glass stools. So we will remember like Long Dosa King play chess on fine glass stools. So to remember this hierarchical system of biological classification, we can use this trick, that is L for life, D for domain, K for kingdom, P for phylum, C for class, O for order, F for family, G for genus, and S for species. So let me repeat it once again. Long dosa king play chess on fine glass stools. Clear enough? Easy? Correct? Now let's move and see an example. So you can write it in your exam by stating it. Okay? So now it's the example time. So how many of you remember this? Lion King, Lion King. We all remember, right? We have seen the cartoon as well. So let's see this particular organism in which of the segments and how it is being categorized. So let's simplify the hierarchical classification of a lion. So life, domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So for life is the lion, right? The domain. All living things with self-containing and nucleus are in this group, which is known as eukarya. Eukarya, okay? The kingdom is Animalia. So lions belong to the animal kingdom, which includes multicellular organisms that consumes other organisms for energy. Clear enough? Phylum is Chordata. Lions are a part of this Chordata phylum, categorized by having a notochord. That means a flexible rod supporting the body, the spine, if we say, at some stage in their development. The class is Mammalia. Lions are mammals because they are warm-blooded, have hair or fur, and nurse their young with milk. Next is order, that is Carnivora. Lions are in the order Carnivora because it indicates that they are carnivorous because they eat meat, animals, right? Family is Felidae and the genus is Panthera. Both of the thing is similar. Family is when we see like we have you can think it like it's a Bengali family, it's a Bihari family, it's a Marathi family. Genus is the genes based on your parents. Similarly, the Felidae and Panthera belongs to basically cat families, so which includes big cats like tigers, leopards, and domestic cats. So the concept of both this family and genus is parallel, you can remember. And the species is basically Leu. This is what distinguishes lions from other species within this Panthera genus. There are multiple types of species for this Panthera genus. So to distinguish lion, we have this species name as Leu. Okay, so this is in a nutshell we can remember the hierarchical classification of our lion. I hope you have understood this concept of hierarchical system of biological classification. So now I have come to an end of the video of today. In the next video, we will be seeing the historical classification, how these are segregated much more further. So let's see you all. Till then, be happy, do a lot of studies, hustle it out. Let's hustle with me, let's smile with me, let's smile to solve problems, right? So now we are moving ahead with the quote time. So the quote is, try the impossible to show that it can be done.
Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and do press the bell icon for latest videos.